expert is a gentleman that has over 30 years of experience in the industry of water cells, period. He actually has close to 30 years of experience with the manufacturer. So that means he knows his product, he knows his information. I'm excited to have this birthday boy on the line. His birthday was yesterday. Give him a shout out on that. But I have the pleasure of being able to work with an amazing gentleman that has an extensive background of number one, water sales, but more importantly, of business. And this gentleman knows how to do business, and he does it ethically and he does it morally. And I'm excited to bring him on board, not only as the experienced water filtration guy, but also my newfound friend, Mr. Ovi Alvarez. Are you there, sir?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Ms. Kim.
You are
Pleasure.
welcome. You are welcome. So right now, feel free, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, go ahead and type in questions in all caps into the chat. And after you type in questions in all caps, that helps us identify quickly that you have questions for us. Okay. So once you type in questions in all caps, then type in your question. So if you have any questions pertaining to our water systems, any questions about something that I might have said or anything like that, feel free to ask them, as long as it pertains to Rein H2O, and our water system and our manufacturer. Okay. So bear with me one moment. Let me pull up the chats here. Mr. Ovi, give us a maybe a
Demonstration.
2-minute intro about what you want us to know about you while I'm looking up these questions.
Good evening, everyone. I'm excited to be here with you guys. Like I started saying, I made it part of my saying. Let's make it rain.
I love it. Let's make it
Right.
rain.
So I've been in the water industry for close to 30 years on my own. Total of 34 years in the water filtration industry and working with Alcavida for almost those 30 years. I've known the owner of Alcavida for almost as long as I've been in the water business. We bring the best systems in the market. Honestly, we're a member of the Water Quality Association. We're a member of many organizations, the police water, and we're always on top of everything that's going on, especially when there's boil alerts. We know what's going on with the boil alerts and why they're happening, and that's the way we can build better systems for everyone. And since we do private label systems, we need to stay on top of everything that's going on in the whole country. It's not just in California. Since we're here in California, we are taking care of the water quality in every state in the U.S. I saw a question come up about demo kits. Is that
Okay. Yep, sure thing. So we're going to make sure that this flows properly, Mr. Ovi. So all the questions, I will ask the questions because it's coming to my phone.
okay? Perfect.
And then some are also coming through Facebook as well. So I want to make certain that that we have this call flowing. So yes, the first question that you saw, Mr. Ovi, was what is in the demonstration kits that you have, and how can we get one?
Okay, we have a big demo kit which has a water softener. It's a mini water softener that connects to the main faucet so you can filter water so you can test it. That's for water softening. With that kit, you get soap that we can show people how the soap reacts to soft water and hard water. You have pH drops to check the pH of clear liquids. We can only check the pH of clear liquids with the drops. We have the OTO drops for the chlorine, and we have a precipitation test as well. Precipitation test shows what's in the water so you can see it. See, when you turn the water on, the tap is clear, right? When you put the chemicals into the water, it breaks it down so you can actually see the hardness in the water. But that's a really extensive kit. I believe that most of us are not going to use that kit at the beginning. We're currently working on a smaller kit, which Kim, you should have it pretty soon so you can check it out, see what you think, and then we can move forward. So the smaller kit is going to have two glass bottles. It's going to have pH drops and OTO drops to check for chlorine. And it comes in a nice plastic case that's waterproof, so it protects everything that's in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm super excited about that because we're literally working on that as we speak,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen. So it actually probably got into the mail today, right, Mr.
Oh,
O?
yes.
It was in the mail today, so I should get it within a couple of days, and we'll see if it gets our stamp of approval. And once it gets our stamp of approval, we'll go through the proper channels, and then we'll get it out to you. And then it'll be definitely something that for those that are interested in doing demos in homes, right? Now let me flaunt my Spanish a little bit, okay? Let me see if I could say it correctly and then you could translate it. ¿Qué capacidad tienen de filtrado en galones y cada cuánto se les cambian los cartuchos al AK-75?
Wow. Amazing. Woo! Man, Mr. Bean, where'd you find her?
Now you can translate it
Oh
and then
man.
give us the answer.
So the filters are replaced, and I'll say it in Spanish in American because obviously the question was in Spanish. The filters are replaced once a year for the Alka 75 and the Alka CT. And the capacity, the Alka 75 is called Alka 75 because it can do up to 75 gallons a day. So los filtros de los sistemas se cambian una vez al año. El Alka 75 y el Alka CT, que es el que va arriba del counter, los dos se cambian una vez al año.
Okay. I don't know if this was in addition to it, question or a separate question, but ¿cuál es la capacidad de filtrado en microns del cartucho de carbón?
It's talking about the carbon, the capacity of the carbon filter.
Okay, perfect. So you answered that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, good dealio. So hey, we have to be versatile, right? Thank you so much.
If you want me to add, the price, it's just it comes up again. Currently, the price for the replacement filters for the Alka 75 is $350, and then the Alka CT, I believe, is $275. So los precios de los filtros ahorita para Alka 75 es $350 y los filtros para Alka CT es $275.
Awesome. Okay. Who is the biggest competitor in the alkaline water system, and how do we fare against them?
Competitors. There are a lot of. There's definitely a lot of companies out there. They are offering alkaline water. Well, they're so alkaline water has become so popular that now even bottling companies that make water are making, besides regular purified water, they're making alkaline water, and you see it on the shelves. So everyone else started bringing alkaline to the market. To the market, we are the leaders. We're the first company that started doing remineralization. Back in the days before alkaline water existed, the name alkaline, it wasn't called alkaline. We called it remineralized water because reverse osmosis takes everything out. So we add the calcium, magnesium, potassium, zinc back into the water. So we call it remineralized water. So as far as competitors, there's a lot of systems out there. None of them can compete because we are the leader in the industry. We manufacture our own stuff. But I know the question will come up. A lot of people have asked because they're very familiar. Who made alkaline, the word alkaline, popular? A Japanese company called Enagic, right? And the question came out, so I'm gonna talk about this company. I don't like comparing our product to any other company out there. But Enagic is the leader in electric ionizers. An electric ionizer is not a water filter. It has a filter in it because legally, to sell a water filtration system, you got to have some kind of filter in it. But it's a basic carbon filter that only filters sediment, chlorine, taste, and odor. It doesn't do anything for the contaminants, other contaminants in the water, especially for chloramine. It does not filter out chloramine. So an ionizer uses electricity to restructure water, and that's how they raise and lower the pH of the water, meaning pH, meaning the alkalinity can go up and down, right? So if that would be a competitor, maybe that would be a competitor. But I don't believe it's a competitor because we do filtration. And when people look for better water, what do they look for? Better filtration. We don't look for ionization and tricks to make the water more alkaline, less alkaline. all the ionizers on the market, not to talk just about Enagy, there's a lot of them. When Enagy came from Japan, a lot of companies came up, Korean companies, Chinese companies, because if one does it, everybody wants to do it. So as soon as they hit the market and it got popular, which alkaline, I believe Enagic is the one that made the word alkaline popular. Now remember, before even Enagic existed in the U.S., we were already making remineralized water, which we call alkaline water today. So all the ionizers on the market, they use electricity to make water alkaline. Their filtration is very poor. They don't filter fluoride, which is a big one that everybody always concerned about. Fluoride is good topically, that's why it's on toothpaste, but it's not good to drink it. Well, guess what? Everybody's water has fluoride. They don't filter lead, they don't filter heavy metals, they don't filter microplastic. So none of the ionizers can filter that when the Alka 75 does. So as far as competition is it's safe to say that we have no competitors.
Indeed. And our manufacturer actually brought alkalinity processing over here as being the initial first. Like what Mr. Ovi said, they made it popular, but it was already here with I say Rein H2O, but with our manufacturing company,
Yes,
right?
and I think mainly because we never called it alkaline water, we just called it
Right.
remineralized water because that's what it was. It was water that was remineralized. We added the minerals back into it for better taste and to make it healthier.
So we had the system, they just came up with the popularity of the name.
Yes.
Okay, so our next question here is when do we expect to have certifications for selling this product? Well, we're already selling the product. As I started off with the presentation, we already have these products into people's home. You see it sitting right there in my kitchen. I just shared that Chris Dominguez, he just purchased his CT. We have water systems that are already, in-house, full water systems that are already in-house. So we're already have the ability to sell these products because of our manufacturing company has the certifications and we partnered up with our manufacturing company. Okay. The next question is, does Rein offer whole home system, whole house systems?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We do in California and in the state of Texas. And if you're bringing certain traffic into the market, we can come to a city and state near you. Just get with us and we could definitely talk about that. Another question, Mr. Ovi, is for you. Does the filter remove any atrazine in it?
Reverse osmosis is the only process that can filter out everything in the water. Reverse osmosis and distillation, but we're not talking about distillation at the moment. But
Yep.
those are the two filtration systems that are made for filtering everything in the water. And then for places where there's even sodium, we use a different membrane to filter that out as well.
Mhm. So the products that we shared, that would be your Alka 75.
Alka 75.
Yep, your Alka 75. So it says, how long does it take to ship the water filtration from Cali to the East Coast? So if you're looking at the any of our systems, the Clio, the CT,
CT.
and the Alpha 75, as soon as your payment clears, your order will be processed within 24 hours. And so depending on the shipping company and how you choose to ship it will determine how quick you would get your product.
It's typically 2 to 4 days.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we need any and all online. It says we need any and all online marketing and sales flyers for Rein. Well, guess what? You're going to get it. It's going to be in your back office shortly. Now, in the event that the window of time where we're not able to load it up quickly, I will drop it into the group chat. So make certain you stay connected in WhatsApp and the group chat, and you can get that info. But yes, we'll have all of that loaded up in our back office, hopefully with a tab that says Rein H2O, hint, hint, clue, clue, for the person that is going to program the website. Okay, I live in Chicago. I don't see Rein in my back office. It should be in everyone's back office, right? There's a Rein tab that's in your back office. Maybe get with the person that introduced you to the business. Now we're doing constant updates. So maybe that was during a time where we were doing an update. But if you go into your back office, let me, I don't want to do a literally a back office training right now, but let me pull it up real quick. You go into your back office, you put in your lead, and then from your lead, then you'll be able to process that information. Now there is a website. I don't have it right off of the bat. Actually, you have when you go to website name and then you click on the replicated site, you could go to the replicated site and there's that Rein information right there. Okay, there you go. That's your information. You could access that pretty quick right there. Okay, so next question, Mr. Ovi, do you have a system built for customers with a well?
Yes, for well water. Private wells, meaning you own the well. Some cities have city wells that they get water from. So city wells are treated by the municipality and then shipped and then sent to us, right? Private wells, we recommend when you buy the property to get that water tested. And if you've owned the property for a long time, you should get it tested every 2 to 3 years. We have a kit on the Alcavida website that people can purchase. The kit gets to you, you get a sample of your water, it goes to a lab. The lab tests the water to let us know what's in it, and then they send it to you. With that report, we can figure out what's in your water so we can build the right system for you. Now, reverse osmosis, this is just for drinking water. Reverse osmosis with the Red D filter, it's going to take care of just about everything you can find in your well, everything that I've found in wells in my 30 years experience. For whole house filtration system, it's a little different because the whole house systems will use different materials for well water depending on what's in your well. I'll give you an example. I have an uncle that owns a property in Jacksonville, Florida. His well, sent it to a lab, beautiful. It didn't need anything but a sediment filter. Now his neighbor's well, which is probably about a quarter of a mile from him, he did the same thing. He had pesticides in his water and it smelled like sulfur, it smelled like eggs. So there was sulfur in the water. We had to build a filter for him to filter that out, to clean it out. So yeah, I recommend getting your water tested every 2 to 3 years.
Awesome. There's a question here that says, can the customer have payment plans or does it have to be purchased outright? So yes, there are payment plans available. You can finance it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a 650 credit score. I see the somebody placed a message there. Yeah, you could definitely ask what their what credit score they are, and then we could still process them. And now 650 will confirm that you probably will have an ability to finance it, but it doesn't guarantee it, to be quite honest with you. Just depends on your debt to income ratio and things like that. But yes, we do have financing. Just submit your order and then see what you want. As far as like which product. Submit your order. Once your order is submitted, then we could go through the financing aspect. Or in the event that you want to use PayPal credit or a firm, or maybe you might have a card with a 0% interest. Whatever the situation may be, we accept all payment forms, cash, credit, or credit itself. But we can process you for a payment plan through several financing companies that we have. Okay. How often, Mr. Ovi, do you have to replace the filters?
Filters are replaced once a year. And then with the drinking water systems, the Alcavida, we are the only company that offer a lifetime warranty on our units because we build everything. We make the housings, we make the faucets, we make the filters. We just ask that you replace your filters once a year to keep that lifetime warranty. And that's with the Alka CT and the Alka 75.
I'm excited about that statement. Lifetime warranty. That's huge. When it comes to a product that's going to be there with you for a lifetime, that's nice to know that there's a warranty that backs you up, right? And this warranty, once you get your filtration replaced every year, that warranty backs up every component pretty much to as a lifetime warranty, right, Mr. Ovi?
Yes.
Good deal. Next question is installation. Is installation included in the pricing? So with the installation, it's pretty cool because our company is very generous, right? Normally with any other company, the customer has to pay for the installation. That's period, point blank. Okay. If you finance it, we could actually put the installation cost into the financing. Okay. Now, in the event that you purchase your item and you want the item installed, then with our Alka CT, our generous company provides you $150 installation allowance. Okay. So consider
Alka 75. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, my apologies. Alka 75. Alka CT doesn't require a certified plumber installation. You could actually do it yourself or a handy guy. Thank you, Mr. Ovi. The Alka 75 provides, we would provide $150 installation allowance. Now, if you're in California or Texas, then and you purchase a whole house water filtration system, then you will receive a $550 installation credit. Now, in the event that the cost is more than the allowance, then the customer is responsible for that remaining difference. They could purchase it in cash, or if it's financed, then they could also add it into the financing.
Correct.
Good deal.
Adding to financing really quick, Ms. Kim, because I know some people have asked, the Clio cannot be financed, but if purchased when you're buying your Alka 75 and Alka CT, we could add it to the financing loan.
Yep, that's very true. I'm glad you brought that up because we had a client that purchased multiple shower heads for
Right.
multiple restrooms that they have. That's absolutely right. Are there, okay, that question we asked already. Can you touch on the cost for the whole home California reps? Mr. Obi, you wanted to touch on that as far as like price costs? If we could just keep it general for that.
Okay, so for we have a couple different systems. The one that we launched first is the Protector One. The Protector One is a water softener. Water softeners use salt to soften the water. In the Protector One, you have carbon for filtration and water softening media in one. The price of the Protector One, and that is a combo, because I saw one of the questions I asked about combo. So the Protector One with the Alka 75 is $79.95, and that is with the $550 installation allowance. So that's for the Protector One and Alka 75. Now, installation. Basic installation means that the system is installed where the pressure regulator and shutoff valve is before it goes into the house. Usually it's right in front of the house. In some cases, it's in the garage. In some cases, we have to move the system to a different location because where the main line is at is not accessible. That is added material, added labor, so the cost for installation goes up. We have a protector, and now also in some cities in California, in some counties in California, they don't allow water softeners to use salt anymore. The reason for that is because we are going to start reclaiming water. Originally, the idea was reclaiming water for irrigation. Now, 2024, we're talking about reclaiming sewer water for drinking water. So eventually, they'll pump that water back to us. So for places where you cannot use salt, we have the Protector XC. Protector XC is a double tank setup. One tank is filtration. It filters the water first. The second tank is anti-scale. Anti-scale minimizes the calcium buildup on all your water using appliances, fixtures, and plumbing in the house. That unit is retailing at $89.95, and that also has a $550 installation allowance. And the same thing with the installation. If the installation area is not close to the main line, then added materials and added labor is required.
And just a disclaimer, that is for California and for Texas for right now. So for those that are in different states and say, oh my gosh, there's so much to learn. No, don't worry about that. That's what your mentor is for. That's what the project manager is for. That's what we're here. We're here to help you and assist you. Okay. We will have a mentor training to entail in some more information. And for those that may be aspiring mentors, I guess that's the reason why you want to stay on the line a little bit longer to get this information. We're going to share that information with you. We're going to drop a lot of videos and details and PDFs and information that will be put into either the chat group and or the back office where you can have access to that information. But don't feel like you have to absorb all this information tonight. Okay. Um, okay, so we have a question here. If I move, can I take my system with me, and is it still covered for the lifetime warranty?
Definitely. When you move, you could take your system with you. If you're selling your home, most likely, just like those people that have solar, whoever's buying your house, they're not going to want you to remove it. So they may just request for you to leave everything behind so they don't have to buy it themselves. But you could take it with you.
And the warranty is still covered.
And the warranty still covers the original person that purchased it.
As long as the filter is done every year.
Every year, correct.
Yeah. Is the lifetime warranty with all sales? Is the client required to change the filter to keep the warranty in effect? Oh, yeah, yes. I think I just answered that. Can the customer use other replacement filter annually, or can they use only our filters?
You cannot use any. All our systems have a special filter that you cannot buy anywhere else but from Rein H2O.
Okay. I didn't go over the compensation plan. Now, for those that are interested in getting paid, there's a very nice compensation plan that is connected to the Rein H2O products. And I bring that up because anytime you have a client that purchased one of our products and they need filtration, and they come to you and they purchase it from you, that's residual income, ladies and gentlemen. You're talking about having the ability to have perpetual residual income, all built in build platform. And so it's not just that one-time deal, one-time sell. You'll have continuous sell for a lifetime. I don't know if you grasp that piece of information I just dropped for you, but that's some really golden nuggets. Think about your cable, for instance. When was the last time you saw your cable guy? Probably February, right? They came in, did your installation, and you're still paying monthly for your cable. Well, guess what? Every year when your customers come into your back office and purchase new filtration systems and new products, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get paid residual. Ching ching. Can you say ching ching? Put ching ching in the chats, y'all.
Ching ching. Ms. Kim, really quick, can I, because one of the questions that I saw, or I believe you brought it to my attention, somebody asked that they can use the Alka 75 in their office.
Yeah. Yeah, so, that was another question that was off this page. Yes.
Yeah, so the Alka 75 can be used in the office, depending on how many people are using water and how big the office is. The Alka 75 comes with one tank. In some cases, if needed, we can go with a larger tank, or we can go with multiple tanks. And then we also have water chillers that we can use for offices, which we don't have on the site yet.
That are currently would only be for California and Texas.
Yes.
Also, there was a question. Let's see. What is the process for Rein customers to get replacement filters for products purchased from us? We're still working on that. Keeping in mind, Rein H2O just recently launched out, and we're putting the products on the market. So we're gradually putting our systems together and getting more products on deck. So our filtration systems will be our next step. So we'll get that information to you once we receive that. with the water filters. Okay, and that goes along with the lines of pricing for the filters too. We'll let you know that. Okay, so that's all the questions that was sent to me there. I think I might have seen something here. Let's see. I see the ching ching. Okay, so somebody put into the chat group the filter cost to the customers. At this time, that filter cost is not set in stone. If Mr. Ovi, myself, or the principals of the company didn't put those prices out, let's not give any information that hasn't come straight from the corporate office yet. Okay, so there's a price that's in there. Don't quote those prices because we're not certain yet. There's another question from Gabby. Let's see. If you get Alka 75, does it also work with your dishwater?
No, not for dishes.
Not for dishes. Okay, let's see. Um, looks like that may be all of the questions. Okay, how much? Okay, is there a different cost for distributors? No, the price that you have is the price that we provided is the price that we provided for consumers and for distributors, consultants as well. Now, in the event that you are a consultant, which means that you're already a part of Build and you are a builder, then a portion of the commission will come back to you. So if you want to consider that as a discount, you can consider that as a discount. But yes, that would be, you would have access to a portion of that commission.